Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character executioner by me. So let's get into it. Arlecchino. Arlie was very possessive, and she was quite okay with saying that. She doesn't mind being honest, and she's quite sure you already know this. The two of you have been dating for a while now, and it means you must have known about her tendency to be very possessive of what she loves. Even if that meant being a little bit too uptight sometimes. But could you truly blame her? You were going to a party in the middle of the night. She would not be accompanying you, and you wanted to wear the most revealing dress that you had. There was nothing sadder than this, in her own opinion. She loved you dearly, and seeing you do this, it worried her a little bit. She didn't want others looking at you. Not when she wasn't there, to glare at them and tell them that you're hers and not for taking. So she held your hand and looked into your eyes. She tried her best convincing look. She knew that by the end of this, you would not be going out with this dress. Darling, I'm only saying it looks a little bit too revealing for my tastes. Surely you would understand that. No? It's just a party, you say, pouting, and she brings you closer to her, hugging you and kissing your cheek. I know, and I trust you. I truly do, but I would much rather be there myself. After all, even if you are not to do anything, there are people who will be looking at you, Ion, looking at what's mine, and I do not like that, or the idea of it. And I will not even be there with you. Could you imagine what you're doing to me now? She said. She knew she was being a little bit manipulative, but that was the only way she knew how to do things. Surely you could not blame her for that. You know, if you want to go still, I don't mind. I'm only a little bit worried and upset, but I'm sure you will be happy at the party. And the dress looks wonderful on you. You looked rather hesitant and sad. You never wanted to make her upset. So you wrapped your arms around her, shaking your head. No, Arlecchino, I never want to make you upset. You know that. I was only thinking that maybe we could, I don't know, we could find something. But, right, I'm sorry. I won't upset you anymore. I'll go change. You say, and she kissed you sweetly, smiling. You're so understanding, darling. I knew that you would never let me be sad. Thank you, she said. And once you had left, she chuckled to herself. You were truly adorable, and a little bit too easy to manipulate. It was not the healthiest relationship in the world, or maybe even healthy by regular standards. But it was yours, both of you, and Arlecchino was quite content with it, and she will make sure to keep things that way. She liked being in control, and you apparently didn't mind a thing. So why not? After all, it seemed like the two of you were meant to be. Neuvillette. Neuvillette was very, very nervous saying something like this. He was not naturally selfish. At all, actually. He was very selfless. Very objective with what he said. But with you, maybe there were some emotions that were not selfish by any means. But they were still strange to him, and he had no idea how to process them without feeling like he was being different and selfish about his own needs. And wanting you to wear something else, it was not exactly something that he was a fan of. So, he was rather hesitant. Should he tell you what he's feeling? Or should he just keep all those feelings inside of him and never say a single word? Both felt like bad answers. And if you were to be honest, he wanted to tell you right away, because that was the easiest thing, and that's what mostly worked. At least not in a relationship, but with people And surely relationships were very similar, as friendships could be, or even business relationships. He had no idea. Most of the time, he had no frame of reference. So, it took a lot of time for him to decide on what was appropriate between the couple. That's why, as he held her hands gently in his own, he was conflicted on what to say. Wyan, would you please not wear that? He asked you, and you looked at him, tilting your head. Why not? It just feels too revealing, he said. He seemed to be getting the words out with difficulty. He did not want to say that after all. He wasn't sure if you would be accepting of his words, whether you would even want to hear them. And he was right. You were a little bit upset to hear that. But then again, it was Neuvillette saying this, so you wanted to hear him out. Could you tell me some more? You're not being really clear on what you feel. Why is them being revealing a bad thing? Well, I guess I'm feeling a little bit jealous. And worried too. Those feelings are making me upset. I understand you don't have to do anything in response to them. You're not meant to. But also, I don't know how to deal with them. Please, Wyan, if you could help me, I would be extremely grateful. The way he was being so earnest with you, and so honest, it was quite adorable, really. And you were not mad at him. You understood. You truly did. Those feelings that he was going through, he was being very valid in what he was saying. And maybe had he been wearing something that was so attractive as well, you would have thought the same. So, you took his hands in your own and squeezed them. All right, Neuvillette. I understand. I am grateful that you came to talk to me about this, and we can talk about it later, once I'm actually back home. But as for now, since you were being so honest, I will maybe wear something else. Maybe a jacket, or another t-shirt. Either way, I'm proud of you for doing this. And once I'm home, we'll talk about it. Okay? He nodded, and he hugged you tightly. He was very sweet as a lover, and he really tries to listen to you and understand you. It takes him a great deal of work and effort, but it's all worth it, especially when he can see how happy you are, and when he can make you happy as well.